Hi everyone, I'm so happy to see you. It's Saturday and I'm coming to you live from my bathroom. And the reason is because during this time of COVID, I think that we're experiencing the slowdown of life and we're getting involved in possibly taking better care of ourselves because we have the time to do that. And so in the last several days, I have been using some beauty products that I normally don't make time to use. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to just come to you from my bathroom and share with you some top things that I love or new things I'm trying. And we just have a little chat and check in and a little girl fun. And I can share with you some things that are in my beauty vanity. So the first thing I wanted to show you, and I don't know who gave this to me, and if you did, please let me know because I love it. It's called Texas Collection Lavender Salt Scrub. Texas Wild Lavender Salt Scrub. And it was given to me as a gift. So my feet, like every other woman right now, are just dying for a pedicure. I don't typically treat myself to a pedicure in the wintertime because my feet are all closed up with boots and closed-toed shoes. But I love to treat myself to a good pedicure maybe once or twice a month, depending on if I'm going to an event with a good pedicure. We can't get pedicures right now. So what I did is I washed my feet really good in the shower, and then I not very easily, probably I had to laugh at the contortion of trying to sit on the top of the vanity and put my feet inside the sink and use this salt scrub. So I did that, and what I liked about this salt scrub is that it's not real. You know how sometimes salt scrubs can almost feel like you're gonna cut yourself with the stuff? Well, this is very fine and it's very liquidy, and it's got, I don't know what kind of oil it has in here. It just says it has sea salt, fruit oil, and fragrances. So I don't know what else is in here, but it was very gentle on my feet, very emollient. So when I finished, I really felt like my feet had lots of good, rich moisture. And then the next thing that I used, which I have in my bedside table, is this Naked Bee, which I love because it's bees, Restoration Foot Balm. And what I like about it is it smells like honey. It is made in, this is orange blossom honey scent. It's organic coconut oil and sunflower oil, and it's shea butter, beeswax, meadowfoam oil, and neem, which fights free radical damage. So none of the bad stuff. It's paraben free, and it's a roll-on. So, and this one is specifically for your feet, and it's a balm. And I love to put this on my feet at night before I go to bed. And then whatever else is left on my hands, I just wipe right into my cuticles. So I love this product, and I love that their little mascot is the bee. I picked this up one time at an Ace Hardware convention. Since Ace Hardware is one of my blog sponsors and supporter of me, they let me go when they had their Ace Hardware Dallas convention in Dallas. Thousands and thousands of vendors, and that when I stopped by this place, they loaded me up with some good stuff. But this is one thing that I really like. So I put this on after I did the salt scrub. So I was good to go. Okay, after I get out of the shower, I really love Philosophy Pure Grace body lotion. What I like about this, I've been using this for years. It comes in a great big bottle. You can order this on QVC, or Ulta sells Philosophy, or you can order it straight from the Philosophy website. But what I love about Pure Grace is that it smells just like you got out of the bath. it smells like soap and water. It's not, you don't smell like baked goods or candy, maybe, excuse me, but you just smell like soap and water. And so that's what I like to put on after I get out of the shower, and put my pajamas on and get into my nice cold bed. And so that's a really nice treat. So that's kind of my bath products that I like. And we're just going to go real basic here. Deodorant. So I have been using this, and I'm not getting any kind of proceeds from any of these companies. This is just girl to girl, me telling you things that I have, that are tried and true, that work for me and that I love. So I've started using this. I've been using this for a couple of years, probably ever since Dove came out with it, even though it says new on the bottle. It's their dry spray, and it's invisible. And the issues that I were having with other deodorants is that it would keep me from having odor, but it wouldn't stop me from sweating and having sweat stains on my shirts. And just that icky feeling of knowing that your underarms are wet, just gross. So I started using this, and I tell you, I don't have any of those issues. Now, I will tell you a secret about deodorant, and we've been doing it all wrong. And I learned this from my daughter's pediatrician when she was a baby. When Phoebe was born, and she's had, and she's going to be mortified when I share this with you, but she has always had sweaty feet and sweaty hands. She was just born that way. And then when she got to be a middle schooler, it really bothered her. And you know that middle schoolers kind of go through that phase where they don't really maybe stay on top of their hygiene, but their body's changing, and so they need good hygiene and good deodorant. So we were talking with her pediatrician, and the pediatrician said the real way to use deodorant is on your underarms at night before you go to bed, so that the deodorant has an opportunity to seep into your pores and into the sweat glands, and then during the day, the next day, they're primed and ready for the heat fluctuations you're going to have throughout the day. So keep that in mind, that what I do is at night, if I shower because I've worked out and I want to be clean when I go to bed, is I will put my deodorant on at night before I go to bed, and then I will give myself an extra shot of deodorant in the morning when I'm getting dressed to go to work or out for the day. So I really like this Dove Invisible because it does not stain, especially if you're going to put on black clothes or dark clothes and you don't want to get those white streaks on your clothing. It's always a good idea, though, just to, on the extra side of caution, is to put I always kind of like put my clothes on, and then I'll stick my hand underneath my clothes and put my deodorant on, and that's just a double measure to make sure that I'm not going to get streaks. But I love this Dove Invisible Dry Spray. Okay, now let's see, another beauty product. This is new to me. I just got it because it's always sold out, and it's Flower Beauty, which is Drew Barrymore's line of makeup, and it's called Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. So what I like about this is that, especially when you get to be middle-aged skin like me, I'm a 55-year-old woman, you kind of lose that radiance and that glow in your skin that younger women have, even in your 40s. And when you hit menopause, it really goes away. And what I like about this elixir, I think this was maybe $8, and you can see how much it is. It's, I don't know, it's a huge bottle. It's going to last forever because you don't use very much. See how much I put on my hand? And what's nice about this is that if you don't want to wear, I don't know if you can see how shimmery, and it's not like pony glitter shimmery. It's just kind of like almost kind of puts that dewy glow back into your radiance, back into your skin that you kind of lost when you get older. And you can use it if you're going to go out on the weekend or go run errands and you don't want to commit to a full face of makeup, which I'm going to talk about my makeup here in just a second. You can put this elixir on, and it just gives you a really nice, clean, dewy kind of frosty look. And you can also mix it with your foundation. So if you want to give yourself a little boost of shimmer, and it just kind of brightens your face. And so I love it. And it's just lightweight. I think it might even be oil free. I can't read it because the bottle is really pretty, but it's got gold writing on it, so it's kind of hard to see. So that's from Drew Barrymore, and I love her. I just think she's so ethereal and funny, and she reminds me a lot of my niece Carrie, in both in looks and in the things they like. And of course, Drew has a huge line of housewares at Walmart, and you can order all of her Flower Beauty products on flowerbeauty.com. Okay, the next beauty item is Thrive Cosmetics. I have no eyelashes. And for about a year, I was pretty diligent about going every month to the Lash place and having lash extensions put on. And I will have to tell you, they were worth the money, 100%. It really lifts the eye. It makes you look younger to have just those fresh, pretty long eyelashes. But I didn't want to keep up with having to go and pay for them. And I was able to go for about every 4 weeks. Most people can't, but I just really babied my lashes. And, you can pay upwards to $65 to $100 every session. And I just decided that was money I needed to put elsewhere. And I stopped going. And then what happened is, after they take your lashes off, your extensions, you'll see you have no lashes, because it really deteriorates the already lashes that you have. And so I had to start over with growing my lashes out. So now they come out with lashes that have magnetic little pieces in them, and then you can put eyeliner that's magnetic that'll attract the magnets in the lashes. And I have tried those, and those work, especially if you're maybe gonna go out to dinner or go to a really nice party, or you just want to have long eyelashes. So I like this liquid lash extension from Thrive Cosmetics, and I think it's $25. You can set yourself up for auto delivery and get it, because when I go and sometimes get a makeup session at Neiman's, because I really like to go there, I feel like they really pamper you, and I like to go upstairs to the tea room and get a glass of iced tea and go down, and Laura Mercier is the makeup that I like to use, and I just like the ladies that work there. And but I'm real picky about my mascara, and I even tried some Drew Barrymore mascara, and it made my eyes itch, so I'm not going to be able to use her mascara. But this I can use, and it's a very small little wand. It's not real big, because that's the other problem. When you don't have a lot of eyelashes, you don't want a great big wand, because then you end up looking like you've got spider legs, and it just gets all goopy. And this, how I put my mascara on is I put on one little swoop, I curl my eyelashes, and then I just do a couple little swoops, and then some on the bottom. And then I'll do something else, like maybe do my eyebrows. And then I'll come back and do a second coat, but just real light. You don't keep going like this. You just do really light. And then I'll go and do something else. And then right before I'm finished putting on my makeup, I will do a third swipe of this Thrive. And I really like it. I'm going to take my glasses off and do it up close. This just goes to show you how safe I feel with y'all right now. So I want to see if you can see that, my lashes actually look pretty good. So that is my favorite eyeshadow. My favorite mascara. And one of the things about Thrive is, for every tube of mascara, and I think for any item that you purchase on Thrive Cosmetics, they give a tube of mascara to a woman in need. So that's nice to know that you're helping somebody who doesn't have the money. And we all like to look pretty. Doesn't matter how old we are or how much money we have. Everybody wants to look pretty. And there are some women that don't have the ability to have products that I'm sharing with you all today. So It's nice to know that I'm doing business with a company that is trying to help women of all ages and stages in life. Okay, the other thing for makeup, and then I've got 2 more things and then we'll wrap it up, is you always want to, after you put your makeup on, you want to use a setting spray. And there are all different kinds that you can, let me get up here. This one's a good one. Here's another one. I have 3 different kinds that I like. This one that I was getting ready to show you guys is called Elimus or Elimus. I'm not sure how you pronounce it properly, but it's Pro Collagen Rose Hydro Mist. And after you put all your makeup on, you're done, you're ready to move on, you just, and this smells like roses. You just spray lightly, just maybe 3 or 4 puffs of spray lightly, and you want to kind of, do it at a distance. It not only smells good and smells real botanical, but it helps to set your makeup so that your makeup looks nicer for an extended period of time. And it's also very refreshing. So the other one I like is this Kopari brand, Kopari, and this is Coconut Rose Toner. And the Kopari brand, this came in one of those FabFitFun boxes that I got about a year ago. And this smells like coconuts and roses. And again, you just use this. And these are good to put in the refrigerator, especially in the summertime. If you're hormonal and you're having a little personal summer, I call them puffs of heat. You can spray yourself, and it's just a really nice little treat. And this other one is, I love Mario Badescu's brand. They have beautiful skincare that's not very expensive. This is a Martha Stewart brand. She helps to promote this, but it's not Martha Stewart. She just happens to be a big fan of their line. And this one is facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So you can obviously tell that I really gravitate toward the smell of roses, but this is just a nice little pick-me-up, especially for your morning routine. I'm going to be sharing a new morning routine. I'm going to be starting with some serums that I ordered. So I'll share that with you. But these 3 are really good brands. So I'll just leave those there so you can see them because they look pretty. Okay, 2 other things and then we'll finish. I love this perfume. I bought this for myself for Christmas. And it's called Cocoa Woods. And it's by Nest, the fragrance brand Nest. Nest makes candles and aromatherapy. What I like about this scent is it smells very sensual. I don't know what all's in it, but it's very, I have the lotion too, I think. Well, it's a heavier fragrance, so it's not going to be one that you're probably going to want to use in the summer. But it's not musky, because I don't like the smell of musk. Musk to me smells like mushrooms and kind of just dank. But this is very warm smelling. And when they were talking about it at the fragrance counter, they talked about how it's a very erotic fragrance, and it will generate interest from your partner. And I tell you what, it is true. Whenever I have this fragrance on, and if I walk by my husband, he'll say, what is that smell? What is that fragrance you're wearing? He really seems to like that. So if you want to spice up things with your partner, this is a great scent to invest in. I don't think it was very much, maybe $50, which is, pretty good for a fragrance, but it's by Nest. It's in this really pretty bottle. On one side, it looks kind of like a chalkboard with a flower, and it's got a little bee. And then on the other side, it's see-through, and you can see the bee and then the flowers. And these are probably the flowers that are represented in the bottle. So really a nice little fragrance. So I kind of just have all of my fragrances that I like to wear when I get out of the shower right here with all my lotions. And the last thing, going to bed. When you're hormonal, it is a challenge sometimes to fall asleep because you're dealing with having to control your temperature, and hormonal changes affect your sleep pattern, so you may not sleep as well. So a really gentle thing to take to kind of help just the other thing too, I think that women, not only just hormonal women, but I think women in general, is that as soon as we go to bed and we're sleepy, but we go to bed and then immediately we start running through the to-do list of things we should have done today, we could have done today, and then we start thinking about all the things we should be doing tomorrow. So one of the things I like is this. It's the brand is called Ollie or Ollie. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Olly. I get it on Amazon, and it's their sleep gummies. It has melatonin, L-theanine, and botanicals. And the botanicals, let's see if I can read what they are. I bet you chamomile is probably in here. Let's see, it says flower power. Chamomile, passion flower, lemon balm have been used for centuries to help soothe and relax. And the melatonin and L-theanine are drug-free. They're found naturally in foods, and it's a mineral. So I take 2 of these. They're purple, and they're like little gummies. They're chewable. 15 calories for 2 gummies. So if you're watching your calories, I take these about an hour before I want to go to sleep. And then I spritz down my bed sheets with lavender spray, and I put lavender oil in my diffuser. And if I watch my caffeine and restrict my caffeine intake after 3 o'clock and not try to drink any more iced tea, and I use this and then the lavender, I seem to really, and plus, treating yourself with maybe putting lotion on your feet. I seem to have an easier time falling asleep and staying asleep. So those are all of my Mrs. Twist buys this products, and I hope y'all are doing well. It's a challenging time. I find myself, I've been doing fine up until this week, and then I'm kind of starting to think, what's ahead for a lot of us. All of us that are employed right now, I hope we have jobs at the end of this. So, but my philosophy is you can't worry about what you can't control. And I'm not going to spend my time worrying about something I have absolutely no control over. The only thing I can do is to try to make good use of this time and be productive and practice self-care and kindness to myself and pray and also stay at home and follow the quarantine orders of wearing your protective devices, your masks, gloves, whatever you feel you need to do. Wash your hands. That's serious. And I was surprised when we've limited our errand running significantly. I think we only get out about once a week, but I needed to go on Saturday to CVS to pick up a prescription. And I was disappointed to see that there were people that were not wearing a mask, because they're not only endangering others, but they're endangering themselves and the people that they live with. So anyway, I hope that for the duration, that maybe every Saturday I can bring you a fun story, a fun message that we can chat and connect. And I just appreciate you following me here on Home with a Twist YouTube, and follow me on homewithatwist.com, which is my blog. You can also find me at Home with a Twist on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And I share everything my mother taught me with a modern spin. So I'm a lifestyle blogger, and I share things that help me to celebrate every day. And that's what I want you to do as well. So I appreciate you watching today, and stay tuned for when I'm back again next Tuesday. Bye-bye.